All right, you guys, we are looking at hair today. Um, so you don't actually really have to take these notes in your sketchbook, but I want you to see. So just sit and watch. The deal with hair is that what I find my students often want to do is this. They'll look at her hair, here's her face, and they'll just start drawing line after line after line. That's a big no. Do not draw hair like that. Hair, when you're doing a pencil drawing, is entirely about shading. Almost entirely. So when I have this lady's hair, it's all dark brown, but I need to look for the really dark areas like right there compared to those lighter areas like right there. So your first step when drawing hair after you've gotten some of the face done is to draw out this section. So you'll kind of notice I've already started here, got a little head start. These are some of the little chunks of hair that she has kind of flowing around her shoulders here. I could get a little more detailed if I wanted to, but we don't have all day. Let's see, I think we'll put another little strand in right there. Now, I'm going to start shading. Looking at each section of hair, let's start right here. This is lighter, this is darker. I'm going to go really dark over here to shade this section. Not black, but pretty dark. And then as I put this stuff in, I'm going to shade it definitely a lighter gray to show that that's got like a highlight on that hair. Always shade sort of with the direction the hair grows. It will automatically give you some texture. I see it a little bit darker over here. Okay. To soften that, I'm going to take my blending stick, smooth it out. And then with each of these sections, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add just a few lines. Just enough lines to sort of show which direction is that hair growing. And we don't want to completely leave lines out of the equation, but we don't want it to be a bunch of scribbled lines. So a few lines that just sort of help us understand which way the hair is growing or coming down the side of her face. Other things I need you to look at. There's typically very dark shadows right here. That's a terrible thing to point this. Along the edge of the face, you'll often find these dark shadows. Where the hair lifts away from the head, you'll see shadows that it's casting on the side of the face. And down here, underneath the chin and in this neck area, it's always going to be really dark. So that's another part I need you to pay attention to make sure that it looks like there's dimension. What I find students doing is they'll shade the hair and it's all perfect, but it looks like it's plastered flat onto the side of the face. To give it that look that it's lifting off the face, that's why that shadow is really important. A cast shadow makes it look like it separates from the face a little bit. So hair takes a little bit of time and patience, but most important thing that you get out of this is that you are working with shading. The lines, just a few. I'm going to go ahead and stop there. I know that's not a beautiful drawing, but I'm hoping you understand the idea. Go ahead and start the next video. We're going to look at how you do a man's hair. It's a little bit different than a lady's hair.